right, so now that we've done the pantry, let's see what's in your fridge. Okay. So the first thing I see is your vegetable drawer is pretty full of fruits, vegetables, etc. This is the drawer I want you to go to during times when you're hungry and you're like, I don't know if I can spend the calories. It's okay. Go for it. Those things have vitamins, minerals, fiber's filling. So go for that. Okay? Now let's look at your meat drawer, your cheese drawer. Okay? So extra sharp cheddar cheese. This is what I call fully leaded. Okay? What I want you to look for is the 2% cheese. Usually has a blue label, sometimes has a green label, but it'll say 2%. Okay? Tastes a teeny bit different, but you'll get used to it. Don't go the fat-free route. It doesn't taste that good. 2% is a good compromise. All right. Okay? And that's for all different cheeses. Cottage cheese, you got the low-fat kind, good choice. Okay? You can see 90 calories, not too bad, 12 grams of protein. What that's going to do is fill you up and keep you satisfied for a couple hours. Okay? So this is a good choice. Just make sure you measure it out, half cup. Okay? You've got some lettuce in there, great choice. The Country Crock, spreads are a good choice. Okay? They've got 70% less saturated fat than this stuff. This stuff just gets stuck in your heart and kind of stays there. Okay, so we're going to swap out the butter. We're going to go with the Country Crock. I can't believe it's not butter or Promise spread. Okay? This is not going to fit. I like to think every food can fit, but I hate to see people spend their calories on liquid sugar. Okay? You've got the Pediasure for your son. Great choice for him. The Gold Medal flour, the all-purpose. There's whole wheat flour. That's a better choice when you're baking. Sometimes try to mix it 50-50. Keep that in mind. Okay, you've got whole eggs. Now, some people think maybe egg beaters would be a better choice. You know what? Eggs, not a bad choice. Got a lot of protein. Keep you full. They're not that expensive. They're a lot cheaper, you might say, than an egg beater. So stick with these. If you're worried about those extra calories, then just eat the whites. But this is a good choice. Okay? Now you've got Italian dressing, and you've got blue cheese dressing, okay? The Italian is a better choice than the blue cheese, okay? The Italian has slightly less fat than the blue cheese. If you chose the Italian that was like low fat or light, you would probably save 50% of your calories, okay? Okay. This, not your best choice, okay? Now you've got some creamer for your coffee. I'd rather see you drink skim milk with your coffee. Okay? Skim milk offers you vitamins, minerals, potassium, calcium, etc. You've got some orange juice. Okay? And it's 50% less sugar and calories. This is what I want you to do. Buy the regular, add water. Okay? You're going to get more bang for your buck, but watch the portion. This can really add up. Okay? And if this is for a family member, that's fine. Do the same thing for them. Okay? Now, you've got vitamin D milk. We should be drinking skim. Okay, now it's a big jump to go from vitamin D to skim. Okay, but in the middle there's 2% and there's 1%. So let's start taking the steps towards skim or 1%. If you have to settle on 1%, that's fine too. Now, if this is for your son, we can still make that jump to 2%. Because the type of fat that's in here, see how it's saturated fat? That's the stuff that's going to get clogged in your heart, okay? That's the stuff we're trying to avoid. So let's make the jump for him as well, okay? Now what I would like to see a little bit more of in your fridge are things like yogurt for you. These are not the best choice for you. I'd like to see some Greek yogurt in there. I'd like to see some more vegetables in there, okay? Now it's Ohio, it's the winter, okay? So sometimes we have to find our vegetables in the freezer. And you mentioned you like these steamers. These are perfectly fine. That's a good choice. Okay? It's got a little bit more sodium, but sometimes we need the more flavor to get us to eat our vegetables. Okay? So if this is where you want to go, that's fine. Okay? Now, as far as the meat, things like your pork loin, your chicken breast, those are good choices. We're going to... I would toss these, okay? Okay. But I know they're probably for your son, because I'm sure you're not into the fun-shaped nuggets. But let's try to eat more of just the plain chicken breast, the plain ground turkey, okay? Some fish, lean meats and things like that, Okay?
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome.